Hi guys, I am Asif Ali and you're watching CGHOW video, and yesterday I created this effect, this whole scene in UE4.27, and today I will show you how I created this. It's a breakdown of this whole scene, how I created these effects. So let's start this video. First of all, subscribe my YouTube channel and also click on bell icon so you will receive all new video notification. So basically, if you see here and if you follow my tutorials, this effect, this guy effect and this female version, this beam effect has already created in my YouTube tutorials. So you need to just go to my channel, first search the beam, so you will find this tutorial, this one. You can see this is the exact same beam, just modified little bit according to the size of hand of her, and this beam is also the same. So 29 minutes here and 16 minutes here, you can see. And if you search power, you will see these beams again, tutorials, you can watch these. But this second one, this power shield effect, this guy effect, this is exactly same effect for this guy, just modified, like opacity down, particle spawn rate I decreased, but the elements are almost same because I just duplicated the system and just tweaked. So this is the same thing. Okay, and you can see there is nothing more effects, just the dust basic and some models. Okay, so you should watch these tutorials for better understanding. I'll show you again what I did. So if you see out of camera, this is how it looks, my scene. And if I open sequencer, you can see now. If I press G, first if I press G again, this is my camera placed and you can see the scene. Then some grasses near the camera so they can blur, defocused, and some speed lines also, you can see these speed lines, and I should have cut these from here because this is going far away and not visible in camera, but yeah, because I duplicated my previous effect, so I just put it here. So then I have these speed lines which is also near to the camera, and then I have some rocks, then I have these characters, then on the character I have those effects which I just shown you, this beam and these, and oops, after that I have again some rocks, and then behind that I have again rocks. Okay, so this is my scene for the depth of effect. If I play, you can see. And now if I select the camera, you can see this curve, this spline, because this camera is animating on this, so it's going there and returning back to the same position. So in start position and end position is the same for camera, just in the middle I just moved it here, then it's coming back to the original position. Okay, so I just animated, you can see the rotation and the location here, so these are animating. And also I've animated the focal length, so here default 35, then it becomes 28, then again 35. So this is what I did with camera. Then this grass, control B, so this is coming from Infinity Blade grass, so you can just download that and use these same grass. After that I have these speed lines, I'll just open this. One emitter which has radial material and spawning 200 particles, and then velocity for both direction, minus y and positive y, so these are going both direction. Then little camera offset, so this should be defocused in camera. Then box location, you can see the box location, and then color is fading in and out, alpha. So this is my speed lines. After speed lines I have rocks, control B, this is also coming from Infinity Blade, this is how it looks. After that again I have same grass, then these characters, So I have mannequin male and female, and these animations I took from Mixamo.com. So if I can press Ctrl B, this is the animation I downloaded, not this one, this from Mixamo. So the animation name is Sword and Shield Block Idle Animation, anim Mixamo.com. You can see the name here. So you can find the same name and you will find this same animation. Then for the girl, this is the animation and name is Ninja Idol Anim Mixamo. So you can find Ninja Idol Anim in Mixamo, you will find the same animation. Okay, then in sequencer I just place the animation and adjust the placement. Let me just turn off my particles. Actually I should have moved these particles in a folder. That I'll just do. Right click, move to folder, new folder, and rename this FX. And I have this effect also, this, so move these to FX. Now this sequencer is cleaner and I can just mute this FX altogether. Okay, now so you can see I have grass, rocks, these animation placed here. Then I have two lights, one is yellow, then this purplish. After that I have this post process, which I have changed some value in global. You can see contrast and gamma, and in shadow also I changed the gamma and gain. And then here in image I use this vignette. So these are my settings. Then I have this exponent height fog, and blue color you can see of course this horizon, and then fog density is 0.03 and fog of height offset is 2. These three options just changed. Then the sky I changed the speed to 50. By default it was 1, so I'm using 50, so it's moving fast. Then these behind rocks also coming from infinity blade grassland, this also. So Control B is the shortcut. You can just select and Control B, so it will show you in the content browser where it is placed. So these all elements coming from this project. This is Epic, so you can download it from the Epic Market. So after this I'll just unmute these and I'll mute these from inside, and then one by one we will see. So first this beam, unmute this and open this. This is the beam. Okay, so I'll show you in my YouTube. There is a separate tutorial, but I'll show you quickly how these made. So you can see I have also some issues in my emitters because this system is I think created in 4.2. I don't remember. This is very old effect. I just converted my whole project new. So first I have this beam, this glowy slender. So in mesh I have this slender which is twisted. You can see this twisted slender. Okay, so this is just, you can just take a normal slender because this is very thin, and then spawning one particle, life is 2, orientation to set the orientation for the character hand, color is of course pink, then scaling in and out in Z direction, and then orientation it is 0, so it doesn't matter. You can avoid this. And this is my mesh, and this is my material, very basic material. Okay, so basically I have this gradient and I'm adding some value, okay, to erode. Then I have this actually rock texture, I'm adding it here, then floor. So if I increase or decrease this erode value, you can see it's eroding this, but I'm not using that value here in the first emitter. Then clamping it, and it's going to opacity mask. Then dark beam. So in this one, same duplicated emitter, same mesh, just the material is different. So in this one I have this noise texture, and I am using it in opacity mask, so by default it's eroding some part, and then the same texture going to world position offset, so you can see this. And same one emitter, this is initial size, life is 2, then initial rotation, then drag doesn't matter here, there is no velocity, and color is also doesn't matter. I duplicated this emitter, that's why as you can see this is purplish, and dynamic parameter also doesn't matter here because duplicated this, so I can delete these 3 modules, and then the mesh is same. Then duplicated, not duplicated, then I have these particles, and if you see here, this particle shooting from the hand, and for this I have a sprite. This is my sprite material, very basic. It has also light connected, then spawning 200 particles, random life, and here random size, and velocity on X, you can see random, sphere location 0.1 radius, then gravity on Y and Z, random, then some drag, color is from purplish pinkish, you can see, to yellow, and then some curl noise, that's why it's random movement. Collision doesn't matter here, I can just disable this. Why is collision here? Because I duplicated this one, this is colliding with this mesh, so that's why there is collision. So I delete that, and sprite is scaling down at the end, you can see, and that's it. Then this fire, so again same type of thing, like these sparks shooting, this fire is shooting, just the material is different. I have this glowy material, so I have this noise which is panning, and then this which is panning different axis, adding these together, then powering it and using this drive HDR from LDR, and it's give you this glowy edge, you can see. Then here I have this radial which is going to opacity, so this noise is cutting with this radial, so that's why you can see this round shape. And here same thing, velocity going to X axis, sphere location, just don't have curl noise, and particles also scaling down. Then heat, so duplicated this and just change the material. So in this one I have just this distortion material, and I have in dynamic parameter, if I increase this you can see, so 0.3 I am using, like that. Then smoke, same thing again, this emitter, fire, and just change the material to this smoke. So I have this 4x4 sub UV which is random frames, and I am also using this cloud texture, and here you can see 4x4 and random frames, 16 frames, and same thing. Then spark again, so these are the same type of spark, just curl noise is removed, so these are just going straight. Then again this fire, and this is for the hand, so I just duplicated that to apply this glow on hand. So this is the same material, you can see, 2 noises and this HDR to LDR. Okay, so I have a point velocity and sphere location, drag, color is pink, scale is scaling down, same thing. So this is my beam. If you like, you can watch separate tutorials, these and these, and also this is also the almost same, just change the color and something, so you can watch these. So I'll just hide this beam. After I have this power shield. So basically when I created this effect, this guy effect, this whole particle system is in one single Niagara system, and I offsetted these elements according to the position of this character. But here I just separated it into 3 parts. So like first part is just for this hand. Okay, so if I open this one, this is just for the hand, and you can see there's lots of issues in my emitter because this is older version, and I just convert it. So in this first one I have this conical, you can say egg shape mesh. It has something wrong with the UVs. Okay, this mesh, so I'll just remove this. Still okay, avoid it. So ignore this UVs issue, and then I have this material which is very simple. I have these noises which is panning, and I have this texture, then multiplying using this gradient, and I have this parameter also to pan, and then these all going to the opacity. So basically you can see this noise is panning on this mesh, and I'm spawning 10 particles. Then I have a random mesh size, then I have sphere location, color is whitish, yellowish white, dynamic parameter to pan. If I make it 0, it will not pan. If I make it 0.2, you can see it's slow. That one, it is faster. Then I duplicated this and just changed the size here, and this is the same thing. Then I have these sparkles, and it has also light connected. This is my material. You can see this texture, a flash type of texture. Then spawning 50 particles from a sphere, 50 radius, random live, and random sizes, colors from orange to pink. Then gravity on Y direction, curl noise for random movement, some drag force, sprite scaling down, distortion, and if I increase the value like 5, you can see distortion, and I'll just make it 0.3. Then sparks again, so same type of emitter, just change the material. This is radial now, and color is oranges to purplish, you can see. And also this is excuse me, velocity aligned, and I'm changing the size. I'm not changing the size, I'm just using velocity aligned. Then this black, so this is the same as my first emitter, just change the color. So same mesh, same material. Then dark energy, these are just like a speed lines. So I have this material, smoke material, single texture, and I'm spawning some particles. Size is very high and velocity aligned, and velocity is a negative y and positive y, and color is of course dark black. So this is for my first hand, and same type of element I use for the knee, for his leg. So I'll mute this and I'll show you this too. So you can see this has the same type of element, absolutely same, just size and something is different, and I placed it here. Okay, so I'll just turn it off. Then this third version, in this it is for his hand, it is separate particle system, and in this I have this one, and then duplicated this to add the lights and spawn reduced. These are the same because this is GPU emitter, I cannot add light, that's why I duplicated, reduced the particle spawn rate and added the light. So in this one I am spawning 1000 particles, random live, random size, and sphere location 5, and colors from yellow to purple. Then gravity on Y, curl noise, these are my settings of curl noise, and particle scaling down, and then duplicated, added light. Okay, and I'll hide this. Then in here I have this ambient which I skipped, but let's open this. So just one emitter, and you can see particles here. So in this one I have this radial material and spawning 50 particles with random life and very high life, 10, you can see 2 to 10. Random sizes also, some curl noise initially, sphere location 100, then color is orange to white, some drag, random, curl noise again, and gravity on Y direction. So this is my ambient particles which you can see here. in the camera. I'll mute this. Then I have dust, you can see on the ground, and if I open, very basic. So basically you can see I duplicated the spark emitter. So I have this material which is starter contained smoke material, and I spawned to 100 particles, and life is 1, random size, velocity is random in y, and box size, you can see the box, acceleration force, that is 0, ignore this, and there is sub UV to animate the sub UV. That's it, very basic emitter. And speed lines I have already shown you. So I have shown you my animations, where I am downloading it and what is the name of animation. I have shown you all these mountains from where I downloaded, then these emitters, and I have already tutorial on these, so you can recreate these. And I think I have shown you whole effect. And here the camera, these are my camera setting, okay, and I'm using this ninja character to focus on. So you can just, by default it is manual, you can manually adjust the focus by, you can use this also, but I'm using this tracking and just picking the character, so my camera always focus that character. Okay, so this is my whole thing, and this is how it looks. And if I close this and play, this is how it looks. So that's it. So I hope you got it and you liked it. So thanks for watching, keep learning, and bye bye, take care.